Wow.
Okay, so we did for our bid proposal the World Indoor Archery Championship. Okay, so the event that we're proposing is the World Indoor Archery Championship for 2022. We would host this in New Orleans, which would be really good because we'll be able to raise the profile of archery and bring it to the South and to the host city, and we can promote what a great event this is. There's not much going around in New Orleans sporting-wise during that time, so it'd be a great time of year to bring it to New Orleans. Okay, so the host city we chose is New Orleans. So New Orleans is located in South Louisiana, so it's warm weather during that time. It'll be beautiful. The demographics is the population's a good size with 300,091 people, and there's a bunch of different cultures and ethnicities and people around there. So in New Orleans, the culture is very strong with a strong Cajun culture. So it brings in a lot of tourists, and nightlife and sporting events are very big in the city. And right now the city has existing sporting venues, which will be really good in our favor with the New Orleans Saints and the Pelicans. So our proposed venue is the Superdome. So the Superdome is home to the New Orleans Saints. It was built in 1975, and it has hosted multiple events throughout the years it's been open. So the Superdome can fit 74,000 people, so it would be a really good idea to host it there. So the Superdome already has a bunch of amenities that we would need, like concession stands, restrooms, lockers, and all those other good facilities are already in place. The infrastructure has already been updated, so we wouldn't have to add or do any other thing besides add the targets itself. And there's plenty of space to compete for the competition, and the seating's really good, and it is a covered facility, so we don't have to worry about weather or anything else.
So we're going to talk about how the World Archery Championship has their own mission statement, as well as we adopted that and created our own. So the World Archery Federation Championship mission statement is: the World Archery's vision is for a world in which everyone has the opportunity to make the important Olympic sport of archery their activity of choice. Its mission is to empower its members associates to make archery a leading sport in nations around the world. And for our mission statement, we decided to make it the World Indoor Archery Bid Committee's vision is for the championships to be celebrated and expanded in the diverse city of New Orleans. Its mission is to allow the cultural influence to inspire their athletes to a unique and successful event, with the hope to allow the championships to return to the great city of New Orleans on a regular occurrence. So for this, it is for the event, it's going to be during Mardi Gras. So it'll be packed. The city will be packed. We have tried to keep the same schedule as before, as previous events, kind of packing everything together. We made sure to meet the requirements of the World Archery Federation in all aspects. And we've tried to allow for plenty of rest periods for the athletes and continue to keep the competition interesting for competitors. And this pretty much shows an example of our schedule and how we've kind of planned to do the whole entire event. And this is the budgeting aspect. It shows how much everything would cost, in particular how much we would pay for the Superdome and the rentals and so forth. We've also made sure to have a formatted pro forma budget that is in the bid book for that purpose, so we showed that as well. And the venue plan is obviously the Superdome. Is a great venue for us to host this event. It can seat up to 74,295 people. The stadium is 100 by 50 in yards. And if we are able to set the archery targets 2 yards apart, we're able to fit 50 archery targets in this event and hold that many at one time. So that'll be perfect for the event and having a lot of contestants at once.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about transportation. Um, so the athletes will be transported to and from the hotel via a shuttle bus. This shuttle bus will be used to take athletes to and from the airport before and after the games as well. So the officials will be provided private cars, and all of the transportation will be provided by Mercedes-Benz, who is one of our sponsors. Um, Also, there'll be public transportation for spectators. The main public transportation that'll be used is the trolley system in New Orleans. They also have buses, Ubers, and blue bikes. Something to watch out for though is this event will be taking place the week before Mardi Gras, so the transportation system might be a little busy. So the plan that we have for the athletes to get to and from the Superdome, we're gonna have a generalized location. I think it's called Barone Street. So that's the desired pickup for the shuttle. All the hotels will be right within that distance, so the athletes can just walk over there. So this shuttle will leave every 30 minutes, starting at 7:30 a.m. and going all the way till 9 p.m. And it's just a 4-minute drive for the athletes, so it's fairly quick. So for spectators, there's going to be many different options to get to the venue. And there's plenty of parking around the Mercedes-Benz Superdome if spectators want to drive their own cars. But for people that are just visiting the city, the trolleys will be the main transportation for them, and it's just a short walking commute to the stadium from the Green Line. So it's not going to be too hard to manage that. And the blue bikes will be available for everybody. It's kind of a new system put in by the city of New Orleans, and it's active. It's kind of environmental friendly and active promotion. So that's something that's new that's going on in New Orleans. So that will help. And then finally, some game preparations, some of the technical requirements. We identified 3 hotels for the team and officials to use, and they're all within a 5-minute drive of the Superdome. And all 3 of the hotels, like I said before, are in the distance of the pickup location for the shuttle, so it'll be easy to navigate.